folks, Chris Anthony here, welcome to another video. I hope you enjoyed the last one I put out, which was a tasty blues lick. That one had some nice chromatic movement in it. I've got another one for you today. Again, this one's in the key of G minor. But this time we're going to be combining two minor pentatonic positions together, as well as using some nice chromatic notes and the major 7 interval, which sounds real nice. I'm just going to dive straight in. So here's the lick, here we go. Now this lick is centered around positions 2 and 3 of the minor pentatonic scale, but we're only going to be using the B and the E strings. So in position 2, we're going to be utilizing the notes at fret 6 and 8 of both strings, as well as fret 9 on that E string, also known as our blues note. And in position 3, we're going to be using the notes at fret 8 and 11 of the B string, as well as the notes at fret 8, 9 and 10 of the E string. Now this lick kicks off with a chromatic enclosure, a concept I use in the last lick. And the idea here is that we have a target note, which in this case is fret 10 of the E string. But before we get to that note, we're going to approach it with two outside notes, or two chromatic notes, the first being fret 11 of the E string and the second being fret 9, resolving at fret 10. The idea here is that we have some tension and release, the tension coming from the two outside notes and the release coming from when we resolve at fret 10, which happens to be a note that belongs to the scale. So the way I approach this is I pull off from fret 11 to 9 and land at fret 10 with my third finger. Now it's really important we land with the third finger because that resets our hand position for the rest of the lick. So once we get to fret 10, we're then just going to descend down the blues scale until we get to the root note on the B string. Notice as well I'm pulling off from fret 9 to 8. So altogether we have this. Now once we get to this root note here on the B string, we're then going to slide down to fret 7 and then hammer back up with our second finger. Now this note here at fret 7 happens to be our major 7 or sharp 7 interval, which belongs to the harmonic minor scale. And if you add this note to the minor pentatonic scale, it can make it sound rather spicy, quite interesting. It's very easy to use just because if you know where your root note is, this note happens to sit just one fret lower. So altogether up to that point we have this. Now that's the first half of the lick. The second half begins by playing fret 6 of the E string, and we then jump up to fret 10 of the same string, pulling off back to fret 6. So we then play fret 9 of the E string with our third finger, then fret 8 with the second finger, pulling off to fret 6. So far we have this. We then jump across back to the B string to play fret 8, then roll your third finger back over to the E string to play the same fret. We then jump down to fret 6 to play like a microtonal bend, a very small bend, resolving at fret 8 of the B string. So that second half of the lick altogether sounds like this. Now altogether, if we combine both halves, the whole lick will sound like this. Now let's hear that lick one more time, up to speed. I'm going to play it along to a track just so you can hear how the lick sounds in context to a piece of music. Here we go. There we go, a really tasty pentatonic lick you can try out in your solos. Now, if you've enjoyed the video, please do consider subscribing. It really helps out, and I'll see you next time. Bye.